wanna bring a young man up here real quick. Rick, can you come up here, man? I was blessed by this young man, and you said it was like 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I did an event with some young men, and I was talking to some young men, actually, much like yesterday, and he asked me to come to an event that he was hosting Friday, and to speak to some athletes. You're a coach now, right? And basketball, and God has put this in his heart to bless other young men and women. And he stood up, he called and said, hey, maybe you don't need to come because the numbers didn't turn out like I wanted them to turn out. And I was right down the road, and I felt compelled to still go, not because I was right down the road, but the Lord said still go. And I went and I spoke, and I sat down, and that blessed me more than you realize. Then he gets up and says these words to me. He said, I'm doing this because I don't think you remember, but 10 years ago, you did this to me. And that blessed me more than what I could ever imagine. And I want us to do something different today. I want you to get a seed with the number 6 in it. Get a seed with the number 6 in it. I want to bless him. I want to bless him, and let me be clear, he's not a charity case. It's not a charity case. But for someone to say, you did something 10 years ago, and it caused me to step out on faith. You worked for it, and I don't want you to walk away from here being discouraged, or walk away from Friday being discouraged. Someone needs what you have. I want you to understand how vital this is, because there was a young woman that stood up. What was her name? She was 17. I know that much. And she stood up, and she's doing what he's doing now, and said, he saved my life. Now think about this. What if I wouldn't have did that 10 years ago? It would not have had the effect on him in order to help save somebody else's life. I want y'all to point your hands toward him and just say, keep going. Keep going. Everyone that has a seed, tangible seed, if you have cash or check, I want you to come down here. If you're going to do Cash App, go ahead and send it to the church, and we're going to make sure that it gets to him. But if you have a seed, I want you to place it in his hands. If you have cash, if you have a check, and just say, keep going. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And can I be clear? Let me be clear. He's not a member, and I'm not trying to bait him to be a member. We're kingdom. We don't do stuff like that. Keep going. Keep going. See all these people, some you know, some you don't. They believe in you. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. There's more. Keep going. Keep going. I asked you to come here today because I didn't want to essentially invite you to church. I wanted to invite you to kingdom. And I wanted you to see, and again, this is not a bait. I need to say this publicly. This is not me trying to get you to join. This is me trying to keep you encouraged, to let you know you're on the right path. And even what the enemy has tried to do and tried to discourage you and tried to take you down the wrong path, God always provided a way of escape. So I'm prophesying that the few that was there next time is going to be many. The growth that is going to take place in you is going to go beyond your wildest imagination. And I want to say this to you. Do you have your passport? Prepare yourself, because the Lord says even opportunities overseas is going to come for you. If you believe in him and his future, I want you to give God a crazy praise. Come on. God bless you. Let's stand.